What's poppin', y'all? This is your boy Nasty Nasty, and this one is about Maven. Excuse me, how he lost all his money. If you didn't know, I think I said this last time, but Maven was a wrestler in the, I guess you would say mid 2000s, and he won a competition called Tough Enough, the first like reality based show to where you can win a contract and whatnot. And he got heat for it. He was pretty good, but he didn't take advantage of the opportunity. That was the only thing he says this all the time too. He didn't, because I guess like a pre work a pregame type of thing. They like wrestlers to go and kind of practice in the ring before matches, before shows, all that stuff. And Maven would never go. He fell in line with Randy and started having a little too much fun. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he's gonna explain here how he unfortunately lost all his money. He's back now though. He's back on his feet. His YouTube channel has to be one of the best wrestling YouTube channels. Sorry, one of the fastest growing YouTube channels that's out right now. So go get Maven subscribe. He has a great story, of course. And gosh, who would, man, he had posted a picture one time of him like with the title, and I was like, damn, bro, you could have been the champion like 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line. But hey, man, that wrestling thing has a lot of demons, man, and you got to fight those demons, and you got to stay away from those demons, pills and all that kind of stuff, drinking and stuff. So, all right, let's see what the homie Maven got to say.
Career came as a WWE wrestler. So sit down, join me as I tell you all about how I made and burnt through an entire fortune. Now, keep in mind that prior to winning my WWE contract in 2001, I was a sixth grade school teacher, and school teachers, as underpaid as they are, I was not making too much money. In fact, at the end of each month, once I paid all my bills, my leftover amount of money to play with at the time was $300 for the whole month, and that's before I even fed myself. So once I won Tough Enough and had my contract in front of me, and remember, my first contract was $50,000. Now, I went over about how much wrestlers are paid in a prior video, but knowing that I was going to be making $1,000 every week, that seemed like all the money in the world to me. And trust me, I lived like it. Now, once I had a little bit of money in my pocket, I did what a lot of young kids would do. I immediately went out and bought the first thing that loses value the moment you roll it off a lot. Car. Yes, I bought a car. But I didn't just buy any car. Oh, no. I went out and I bought a brand new, fully loaded, gorgeous, top of the line Cadillac Escalade.
Oh my God.
And yeah, of course, I needed a car, but
I blame the big timers.
Remember this. 4 out of the 7 days of the week, that car was going to be at an airport parking lot. So did I really need to go out and spend that much money on a vehicle? Probably not. But I did it anyway. Now, seeing money go up in flames is one thing, but something you can't afford to lose is your mental health and well-being, and that's where today's sponsor plays a vital role. BetterHelp. BetterHelp connects you with. That really took a toll on my mental health. Don't neglect yours. So visit BetterHelp.com.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Obviously,
I don't want BetterHelp saying anything to me, man.
I didn't go out and spend an obscene amount of money. In fact, I bought a pretty moderate house, a 3-bedroom, under $200,000 house.
Oh, nice.
The reason it wasn't probably the best purchase, I remember Test telling me one of the things he regretted was he went out when he started making money and he spent a lot of money on an expensive condo, money on a place he was only in a few days a week. He told me he wished, and I probably wished the same. He said he wished he would have bought a 1-bedroom small place that he could enjoy and feel comfortable in the 2 days he was at home, saved his money, and then had all that money that he wasted on down payment, on a big hefty house payment, had that money at retirement to spend on a lavish, to spend on his dream home. Now, I didn't buy a lavish place, but I do understand where he was coming from. If I would have bought maybe a smaller one-bedroom place, something that would have just been enough to keep me comfortable, I could have had more money for when the rainy days did come. Now, if you caught my previous video where I talked about road expenses, you remember exactly how much things cost while we were on the road. It's a hefty amount. So I'm not going to sit here and say that that was wasted money, because I did need to stay in hotels. I did need to rent cars each and every week. I did need to have a good time. What I probably didn't need to do was go to the level I went to. I never said no to a trip, to a night out, or I never said no about showing exactly who was the man in the club.
Oh no.
Now, one of the misconceptions I had, and probably one of the reasons I freely spent the way I did, was I remember getting those pay-per-view checks. I remember the amount we made for an overseas trip. And to be truthful and honest, I never thought those checks were going to stop. Before I was let go, I thought they were going to keep coming and just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But what I didn't know was they were going to stop, and they were going to end very abruptly. Now, in July of 2005, I would find myself released from the WWE, and it would come as a shock. And I know what you're thinking, but Maven, you had learned your lesson by then. You stopped spending elaborately. You saved your money from that point moving forward. Well, that's where you'd be wrong. In fact, I still went on trips. I actually took a trip out to LA in 2007 for a week. I rented a Jaguar that I did not need. In fact, that I probably only drove 2 times. And why did I find myself out in LA? Well, I was meeting with casting directors. I was meeting with agents. I was meeting with people following my appearance on The Surreal Life. Adding insult to injury, in 2010, I thought I found my answer. My get-rich-quick scheme, where I became an executive producer on a movie. And everybody knows, it's common knowledge, that people in the movie business make money, don't they? They never lose out. Well, I did. I lost 15 grand on a movie I invested in that to this day I have never seen one time. Now, the good news was I got a job with HSN, moved to Tampa, and was a little bit older and a fair bit wiser. So naturally, you would think all my money problems were behind me. I'm just better and know what to and what not to spend. Well, true, I was better, but that didn't stop me from still wasting on things I probably didn't need. And following my abrupt end from HSN, I had to move back to New York with, frankly, nothing. And it would have been a much easier transition had I have invested, had I have saved, had I have not spent the entire time like it was never going to end. But unfortunately for me, I always have to learn things the hard way. Now, I not only say, but truly believe that you learn far more from your failures than you do your successes. And I've done my fair share of learning. But fortunately for me, it's a new day. I'm on a better path and surrounding myself around good people that help me make the right decisions. But unfortunately, this fortune is gone forever.
Okay, Maven, your production's getting great. Wow. Wow. Okay, Maeve.
Thanks to
Okay, Maeve. Okay, Maeve. That was hard. That was hard. Quick story, real fast. I remember when I was making a little bit of dough off this little whack shit. Okay, it is what it is. It's hella years ago, And I genuinely, now I'm a smart dude when it comes to money because I didn't have it. We were very poor growing up. So I would say if I didn't spend nothing, I have that problem now. You know, being cheap is expensive, as my cousin says. But I really thought like I was making thousands a week, bro. And I thought it wasn't going to end. As long as there's shake, I can make wax. You know what I mean? And then, a bunch of stuff ensued after that. And it ends eventually, man. Save your money, dude. Save your money, put it away. You don't have to compete with nobody. You ain't got to show off, man. Hey, thank you, Maven, for the video. Y'all boys like and subscribe. Hairline coming soon. Peace.